the stats I saw the other day was like 71% of AI investment has been in sales and marketing, and you wonder why. It's like, well, the ROI is easy, right? Like if I could just increase the number of emails I send out, like I'm going to see a direct line to revenue growth. So it's like that makes sense. And then some of the clients are like, hey, I want to do this, but like let's start on the sales and marketing side, right? And then we'll use that money, the ROI, to invest in the other stuff. So yeah, it's funny.
It's so interesting though, because it's like I always think of the analogy of a pipe. If a pipe is your business and water going through it is cash flow, revenue, or customers. If you've got a clog in the middle of the pipe, which would be some internal process, like essentially that's where your bottleneck is, but you're investing in getting more water to go through, but no water can actually make it to the other side, or it's squeaking through, like the cracks because your core problem is in the middle. So that's a really interesting stat to hear. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
It makes sense
crazy.
though. It completely makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it. And the funny thing is like once you unlock one bottleneck, you create others downstream, because now there's more water flowing through. And the one thing that was used to just getting the stream, because it was the initial blocker was just creating a stream, is now getting the flood. Yeah. So it's like it's a never ending thing.
Yeah, and the funny thing is a lot of those clogs are fixed with no AI. Like, really, if you think about it, they can just be a bunch of little deterministic scripts chained together that might get rid of a lot of those constraints.
So this kind of goes back to like, how do I get started, right? It's a little bit of how do I get started, but it's more of like, what do I offer, right? Do I build a product? Do I build a SaaS thing? Do I build a managed agent? Do I do like a course, whatever? What do I offer, right? And this was a challenge for us a little bit. But you know me, right? We've talked for a while. Like I'm a big framework guy, and like, it was kind of like always just going to be natural that we were going to offer a framework, right? And it's an important repositioning away from like we offer custom AI development, right? Or we offer AI consulting, which is we offer both of those things. Like we do both of those things, but so do a lot of other people, and so does the kid next door who's like been on YouTube for a while and has played with Cloud Code and is pretty good with it. He can do custom development. He can do AI consulting. So what makes us different, right? How do we differentiate? You have to productize your service or package your service in a way where it feels like a product. And the way that consulting firms do this, like McKinsey, BCG, Bain, PwC, Deloitte, etc., KPMG, is they create frameworks. And that a lot of times like teaches people like and helps people get very comfortable with like what you're doing, because a lot of times what you run into as like a vendor or a dev shop is like, yeah, I'll just do whatever you want, like just tell me and I'll build it. And people, you would think that it engenders trust, and it actually quite does the opposite, because you're not standing on anything. And when you're not standing on anything, you are just not, you don't feel as capable, right?